It's called a collector of words. I am a word collector, a collector of words, from the ones most common to others quite absurd. I put them down on paper and file and notes and jots and lines and in my thoughts. It's not a haiku, epitaph or prose, it's my decision where each word goes. Lyrical, sonnet, concrete or ekphrastic, verbally or orally, all of it fantastic. It's not a villanelle, tanka or rhyme, just a collection of words, sometimes in order and not in other times. Alliteration of literacy, but yeah, that's my choice. Lyric and Quan and old, I think I will pass. It's not quite my voice. Bordering close to the margin, the font doesn't matter from the first to the last. A ghazal or an epic, one line or two, epigram, acrostic, pen, black or blue. I'm collecting some words. How about you? Sonnet, verse, free or blank, I'm storing the words in a secure word bank. Pantoum and others, write it all down, save it, store it, never ignore it. Big up the long ones, verbose or verboten. I'll not come up short, even some words long forgotten. Nouns, adverbs, adjectives and more, pronouns, prepositions, interjections, for sure. Stop. Now I'm just listening. But do I sense offensiveness? Thanks for your support. I will keep on collecting. I will not abort. I am a word collector, a collector of words. You see this skin? Not the one who lives within. You see the spots and scars, the wrinkles, cuts, freckles and hair, without an idea who exists in there. But you only look with your peripheral vision, not knowing what the septuagenarian outer shell disguises. Hope you don't mind surprises. You just don't know. I'm a happy loner in the crowd. You just don't see. I have one tattoo, that's all. I tagged upon my well-worn shell, you think? I could probably walk you under the table, but if it's too hilly, I'm less able. But, and this is a big but, don't jump to any conclusion. The smooth-faced skin, well, it's just an illusion. I've earned the tears, the bumps and gashes that creeping, crawling time surpasses. It only tells you what you see. I keep within the real me. I'm deaf, a bit blind, but I don't mind. My glasses help me read a book, and like me, you may discover that old adage, don't judge a book by its cover. Hardcover, softcover, I can be both, inside, bubbling up, troubling up, boiling still. No, I'm fine in the skin. In the skin, neither thick nor thin, a human being lives within. Surface-wise, I may look fine, but underneath the muscle mass, the nerves entwine, twisting, coiling, angst and pain, inside, outside, not the same. You just don't know. This was called 1,000 Shades of Grey, off why Hawaiian shirts are only worn at stag nights. I was sitting in TG Fridays the other day. Don't judge me. The limited choice of vegan eateries in this area is poor, but it all fits in with this. I passed a comment to June. There's a severe lack of individuals in this city. Her agreement was instant. The people are monotone, monotonous, regardless of race, colour, creed. They may bleed red, but most look as if their insides are dead. Whether they're going to the bingo or classes to learn another lingo, they lack invention in their style. And all the while, my eyes seek colour, a journey or adventure in guessing their intention. The city is more multicultural than the last, but each passer-by looks the same as the last, except one. In royal blue dress, tutu and bright-coloured sneakers, seeing things with active peepers. She was young, preschool, I guess. When she gets older, will she look just like the rest? Teenage girls with the latest fashion, looking like each other without obvious passion. That's what they do, I surmise. All greys and black, blue jeans and hoodies, wanting to be just like everybody, wanting to be the same. Summer floral frocks, because that's all the shop stock. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no revolution. There is only Primark. Why are you hiding? You don't have to stand out from the crowd. You don't have to dress very loud. Ridiculous. That's not the answer, not the way. But dare to be individual. That's what I say. So, after all this, what's my conclusion? Is bland just another illusion? Peel back the sports pants, joggers and sameness. Why see a beautiful butterfly emerge, brightly coloured flapping wings? I have my doubt about such things. The revolution will not be streamed, not even in my wildest dreams. There will be no revolution. There's not even Topshop now. There is only Primark. Somewhere in my past, there's a future waiting to be found, the sound of memories, some broken or littered on the ground. My head recoils at thoughts unkind, a life that happened whether you want it or not. A spot that never heals, conceals many flaws and laws that you never knew existed. Watch out, they'll have caught up with you, taking you unawares as you stared into the abyss, trying to see what you might become. Long past scared, and there's crimes with rhymes from time still to be, awaken the dead who are yet to be born, forlorn hopes and dreams that in the future you had, erasing time before it gets here. But the truth is, that is no journey. We are all arriving and departing at the same time. If you think, therefore you will be, as you are before, as the door to the past is the portal to the future where sutures help to seal the wound, but some time alone heals them. You can scheme and plan and try to escape. Best is yet to come. I mean, even Ornette Coleman knew, or he will know, that tomorrow was the question. Answer when you can, if you haven't already. Time is flux. It breathes in many places, checking you out as you check in. It will play with you, toy with you, all the while keeping its eye on you, keeping time, dancing to the same song. And not everyone remembers the music, but I do. And I can put the needle back on the turntable. It's not sliding doors. It's not the fork in the road. It's not a choice. Is it a flashback? Flash forward to another time or the same space? The lives we lead are like tracks and fallen leaves. The glitches that appear in your reality are just ripples. No ghosts, no mysterious shadows. It's neither here, nor there, nor is, was. Death isn't the song's end, just punctuation. I will slice my personality into pieces. Share it around so you can each get a bit what you expect me to be, because few really know the real me. It's not a disguise I wear, but there's only so much I can share as the whole is made up of many parts, gleamed from the experience of years and tears and fears and countless disappointments collected along the way. Expectations? I have none, but not with negativity, as it's good to be surprised. And in reverse, the worst you thought of me was only what your blinkered eyes did see. I'm not here to please, appease, or even agree unless those things are fine with me. And, supposing they are, I seek not to toast nor boast my successes, just state the facts and then move along, creating and staying on my track, not looking back nostalgically, just treasuring the memory. Sometimes I see things untoward, but you know it's only my thoughts bursting out quietly without a shout, not meaning to upset or get you offended in any which way. And if you do, hey, my apologetic words are in your ears, but that's your share of how you think I am. All is true as much as nothing is true. An older man, still in his youth. Let's go to Existence is Futile. Comes a time when the earth shall discard us like crusted skin, and we shall not see the world within. all rotting flesh infested scars and stars, till shining down relentlessly, ignoring the barren wasteland created by our need for greed and consistently ignoring the signs. Our time on earth, meanwhile, is counting down. And today, I went to my favourite beach and walked, instead of towards the caves, the other way, the less walked way, the way of ancient times where dried and withered seaweed lies on rocky shores by slowly bubbling streams, and crinkled hearts are there to pick up. Nature made pathways where time looks as if it had stayed still, and the view brings the horizon closer until it disappears. Resting nature waits for the tide to turn beside different rocks shaped by time, and will still be the only constant long after we've plundered and left, bereft of knowledge and only clues that if intelligent life would ever return, they would puzzle over. On the shore, where seeping water from strong and resilient cliff faces with imaginary doors runs over burnt amber coloured plant life, surviving all the storms that man and nature have made, unlike the bones of some small and forgotten beast, but like the pot-faced stone the size of a giant's head beside one more bend before the tide comes in and covers up all traces of my skull-covered van footprints in the sand and pebbles, and washes away the small dragon head that bore witness to my existence there. I bequeath to my mother all the lost confidence I had as a child and as a teenager, and until my midlife crisis where I bought 2 pairs of Cuban heel winkle picker boots to be able to walk and hold my head up high in public. And then at 65, I learned to stand up on the stage and take command. To all the grippy passengers in over 45 years of taxi driving that waited for the 10 or 20 pence change, especially waiting staff who boasted about all the tips they made that night and left none. Guys on big business accounts, I was asking for a receipt for more than the fare, but only paying the fare. I wrote the correct price down and signed names like Mickey Mouse or Adolf Hitler. To you, I leave the steam off my shite, the same steam I wouldn't give to folk I know and don't like. To students, fucking students, who expect you to use your car as a means of flitting, moving boxes and bags and pillows and dragging all their earthly belongings, and some devilish ones as well, into the taxi, expecting just to pile them up inside the door, on the seats and the floor, squeezing tight the fucking door, and relocating just the next street down, just standing there, mouth agape as I'm expected to pack the boot. I bequeath to you a shopping trolley, the one you used originally to wheel your pal home with a traffic cone. I leave to those who take me for granted this plastic bag in which I've just farted, a reminder of the stench you leave after using me and get me to believe that you appreciate my work. Instead, you were just a jerk, doing it for your own sake and making me just another stop. And finally, I bequeath to my first wife who buggered off on my daughter's 3rd birthday, taking all the cigarettes and cash, leaving our 2 kids with me that the social work tried to take. Over my dead body, I said. You get nothing. Just a hole in the ground which I hope is damp and dark and full of all the darkest, dingiest things that the rest of your selfish life may share. If you're not already dead, that is, and cause such torment in your head. But then again, if it were not for then, I may not be where I am right now. But still, enjoy the whole. I'm finished with this one, and this one is, it's an ode. It's called Ode to Fuck. Sanctimonious people lurk in purple corners, prim and proper in their minds, popping out to hear your tale, eyes wide, attentive ears, eager listeners. That's my kind. silent and paying attention, lest they miss the salient point, nodding heartily in agreement as from the cloisters of my mind blessed words to them anoint. Then, does that look? Oh, you know what it means. I was right with you there until you swore. I swore? Of course I fucking swore. Just be objective of the adjective. I'm describing fuckers like you know, with your, oh, no need for that stare. There are several degrees of annoyance. They're quite annoying. God, aren't they annoying? No, they really are annoying. For fuck's sake, the fuck have to be so fucking annoying! Living as they do, their sideways glances in the 21st century patter vacuum, judging others for the choice of words when anything else would be absurd. It's not a hole. It's not a big hole. It's a fucking big hole. There is no other way to describe it. I like coffee shops and vape stores and, sadly, beggars. There's one of you in every corner. They can't tell me what to say, what to write. You're not my editor in any fucking way. It's my poem, my story. My, you're getting on your high horse over things I say and speaking thus. I have no shame shadow hanging over me, no licking eyes of false remorse. My course is not deliberately coarse, my path not rough, but you are still a tip of us. And I don't suffer from crudoclasm. You're fucking with me. I don't give a toss. I can tell you to go off, but that makes no sense. Whereas if I say, fuck off,